The meals served at schools to students aren't always what residents of Fresno think about. But at a meeting in June, the trustees of the Fresno Unified School District Board of Education debated for about 30 minutes on those meals. Actually, one specific topic of those meals, whether to serve chocolate milk or regular milk.
We are engineering a higher consumption of chocolate milk in our student population.
But what I need to make really clear is that USDA guidelines require that we serve 2 types of milk with breakfast and lunch. So that's why we do have the chocolate milk option.
I think we're just urging Ms. Temple to get us as far away from the chocolate milk as possible, as legally permissible under your contract without affecting the contract itself.
If you put out a candy bar or you put out a vegetable, our children are going to select the unhealthy. They're going to look for the sugars.
Frankly, I would rather have a student get the calcium that they need out of milk, even if it means they're drinking a chocolate flavored milk.
And I would say strongly my preference, we don't offer it to the little kids. We offer it at the higher grades.
The board ended up agreeing to half their orders of chocolate milk and replace it with the 1% milk, determining what over 74,000 students will drink for breakfast and lunch. This board actually makes a lot of decisions, and not just on what type of milk students drink. So what is the FUSD Board of Education, and why should people care about who's on it? The Fresno Unified School Board is made up of 7 elected trustees. Each trustee represents one area of Fresno. These areas are carved after each decennial federal census. An election for each area is held every 4 years. It's your typical representative democracy in action. As outlined in its policy on its role, the board states, the governing board is elected by the community to provide leadership and citizen oversight of the district's schools. Together, the board makes decisions on practically anything that has to do with the school experience in Fresno, from approving principal appointments and creating curriculum, to funding infrastructure development and choosing contractors that provide lunches. They carve the budget, which is funded by local, state, and federal tax dollars. Essentially, the board decides where the money will go. Where the money goes determines which issues get highlighted, and therefore usually more funded, and which issues don't receive as much attention. For example, Trustee Veva Islas has a background in public health, and it is because of her particular lens that the nutritional value of chocolate milk was focused on and debated about.
What we do here is so important to establishing better health in our community.
Importantly, the board can also address issues of inequality within the education framework. Amid the national conversation on racial inequality, many wanted to highlight how certain injustices can be rectified in the education system. A grassroots organization proposed a resolution to make ethnic studies a requirement for FUSD high school graduation, and the board unanimously passed it on August 12, 2020. In addition, FUSD is one of the largest employers in Fresno, meaning thousands of employees are affected by the type of decisions the board makes, such as money allocated for wages and handling worker compensation claims. Kids' lives are starting to be shaped as they attend school. What food they eat, what they learn, infrastructure development, the quality of resources they have access to, all this depends on what decisions the FUSD board makes. To learn what area you are in and who represents your area, access past and live Zoom board meetings, or learn more information, go to the board's website. The link is in the description below. Oh, and this year is an election year for some of the board members. So make sure to go research the candidates and go vote.